Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. Luzerne County District Attorney Sam Sangodose signed a new agreement yesterday between his office and United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The agreement will deputize 18 detectives in the District Attorney's Office as task force officers. They will join ICE in immigration enforcement throughout Luzerne County. ICE has 20 agreements with other law enforcement agencies across Pennsylvania. Luzerne County will have the first District Attorney's Office in the state to be part of the program. The DA says that the office is not yet a participating agency because the officers still have to be trained and authorized. Police need the public's help to find a missing Wilkes-Barre man. Wilkes-Barre Police Department is looking for information about 37-year-old Angel Vergara's location. This photo of Vergara was released by the police department. He is 5 foot 9 inches tall with brown eyes and last seen on June 27th at Home Depot. Anyone with information is asked to call Detective Stash at 570-208-0911 or call 911. A major change is coming to Pennsylvania hunters. Governor Josh Shapiro has signed a bill that officially repeals the state's ban on hunting on Sundays. The new law marks the end of what has been long considered by many as an outdated restriction, with many groups pushing for the change for years. The Game Commission says the repeal will help all hunters, especially those who can't hunt during the week. Many farmers also back the move, saying it will help control deer populations and reduce crop damage. The law takes effect in 60 days, and more details are expected in the coming weeks. A Plains Township man is facing a new felony charge from his disruption of a March Luzerne County Board of Elections meeting. Joseph D. Grantede was in an altercation with deputies after his allotted speaking time ended, and he refused to give up the lectern. He was previously charged with simple assault, disorderly conduct, disrupting a meeting, and harassment. The aggravated assault was added because the victims are sheriff's deputies. Grantede remains out of custody pending resolution of his case. A Hanover Township mother waived her right to a preliminary hearing today and will stand trial on the charge of child endangerment in a Luzerne County court. Felicia Brantley's 8-year-old daughter was shot and killed by her 12-year-old son in December of 2024. Brantley is accused of not properly securing the weapon used to shoot Aria Taylor. Her son is charged as a juvenile for manslaughter and assault. His name has not been released due to his age. After the hearing was waived, the district judge ordered her to appear for a dispositional hearing on October 6th. Brantley is out on a $10,000 unsecured bail pending resolution to her case. Coming up on WYLN News, a local airport will receive money for new upgrades, and we share some fun weekend activities for young and old. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health, investing in your well-being and building healthier communities, because more expertise and convenient care mean better outcomes and a healthier you. Learn more at lvhn.org/Jefferson.
My name is Addie, and my welcome be cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Pocono Mounds Municipal Airport will be the recipient of a $3 million federal grant to build a new hangar. Representative Rob Bresnahan announced the investment will fund construction of a new T-hangar building. The extra space will allow more aircraft shortage capacity and support general aviation operations. The grant is part of the FAA's effort to modernize aviation infrastructure across the country. Pocono Mounds Municipal Airport is considered critical to the region's transportation network and emergency response. The Hazleton City Council discussed plans for road improvements throughout Hazleton during their meeting last night. Multiple funding options were presented for a proposed 12 to 14-mile paving project. The project would repave roads from 1st to 21st Street, which runs east to west, and from Boundary Street to Thompson Street, which runs north to south. Mayor Jeff Cassett said the work could start as early as September and be divided into 4 or 5 separate projects. The council also discussed improvements to the intersection of Locust and 15th Streets. The location has a high number of accidents each year due to a blind spot on Locust Street for drivers turning left on 15th. They considered options like adding a traffic light or making Locust one-way, but are still looking for solutions. A new event celebrating northeastern Pennsylvania's brewing roots is coming to Eckley Miners Village this weekend. The first ever Hooch Wagon Brewfest kicks off Saturday, July 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. The 21 and over event will feature local craft breweries, wineries, and cideries, all gathered in the historic mining town where hops and grapevines still grow, leftovers from the days when miners made their own booze. Organizers say the festival was inspired by the Hooch wagons that once delivered illegal liquor to mining towns, sometimes hiding jugs of whiskey beneath wagon seats. There will also be food vendors, live music, and brewing demonstrations. Tickets can be purchased at hoochwagon.eventbrite.com. Proceeds from the event will go to supporting educational programs at Eckley, Pennsylvania's best preserved anthracite mining town. You could catch a parade of classic cars cruising down South Church Street in Hazleton Saturday afternoon. Tony's Muscle Cars Classic Car Show is an event for all car enthusiasts to show off their hard work and passion. Muscle cars, custom builds, and vintage classics will be on display for car lovers of any age to enjoy. Awards will be given in multiple categories. The event is located at 1049 South Church Street from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Admission is free for all ages. Coming up on Wilkes-Barre's News Choice, WYLN historian Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Part 1 of Montgomery. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Are you sitting at home living in pain? Maybe it's in your hands, maybe your back or your hips. The good news is you don't need to live in pain. Why? Because there is Omega XL, a one-of-a-kind, natural, powerful joint relief supplement created from the green lip mussels of New Zealand. Drug-free, non-habit forming. It's small, easy to swallow. and it's backed by more than 40 years of clinical research. As I was getting older, my joints started to feel that wear and tear. But then I tried Omega XL, and it changed my life. If you're experiencing daily aches and pains due to aging and overuse, try Omega XL and see the difference it can make in your life.
Buy one, get two free. 2 bottles of Omega XL plus Vitamin XL D3, a value of more than $85. Call today and you pay only $39.95. Plus, you have nothing to lose because it's backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Call now.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Laura Rivera had headaches and dizzy spells. Her soccer star Lucy was out of alignment from playing sports. Stay tuned and see how chiropractic can help both of them.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
My name is Addie, and my welcome be cloudy.
A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
John Lawson was the first settler to put down roots on the west side of the Susquehanna River in lower Lycoming County, setting up a homestead there in 1783. The first business in the area would be a grist mill built by Nicholas Schaefer in 1795. It would be joined by other preliminary industries along the banks of Black Hole Creek, including a carding mill and a sawmill. Other settlers soon came to live in the area. One of them was Michael Seckler, who during the Revolution had served an important role as one of George Washington's bodyguards. Seckler, whose uncle John Seckler was a member of Washington's general staff and had survived the winter at Valley Forge, had served in the Mounted Pennsylvania Dragoons, which was comprised primarily of German immigrants from the Reading area. The forerunner of today's military police, the Dragoons' mission was to protect the commander-in-chief at any cost, with the elite guard personally protecting Washington and the rear guard, of which Michael Seckler was part of for 14 months, serving as scouts and delivering messages. Seckler arrived in Northumberland after the Revolution and bought a farm in the area of today's Montgomery in 1802. He made pottery on the farm and was a member of the Clinton Baptist Church, in the cemetery of which Seckler was laid to rest after his death in 1847. His grave today has a prominent marker over it, denoting his place in American history. In these early days of settlement along the Susquehanna, the best way to get across the wide Susquehanna was via a ferry. The first ferry in the area of today's Montgomery was opened in 1827 by Solomon Menges. Both oars and poles were used to get the ferries across the river in these early days. Bells were placed on either side of the river, which patrons were to ring when they wanted to ride across. The ferry near Montgomery lasted longer than other ferry operations in the area, but ceased in November 1921 after a bridge was built across the river nearby. For land travel in the area, the Montgomery Pike, a turnpike built in 1840, was the best route through the region at the time. Stretching roughly 11 miles from Montgomery through the Loyalsock Gap to Williamsport, it was originally a toll road, with travelers paying for usage. It soon became a regular stagecoach route. The tolls were removed in 1900, and the road would be paved by 1925. It would be widened in 1939 to 3 lanes. Much of the route is today's U.S. Route 15. A community would soon be taking place near the Montgomery Pike and Ferry Launch. It would first be called Black Hole in 1836 after the creek that ran through town. It would be changed in 1853 to Clinton Mills in honor of the township it was situated in. Later, changed again in 1860 to Montgomery Junction, a name used by the post office. This name stuck, and when the community would be officially incorporated on March 21, 1887, it would be under the name slightly shortened to Montgomery. The post office, though, would continue to use Montgomery Junction until 1894. As with the rest of the nation, railroads would soon reach Montgomery and allow it to prosper. The original line for the Philadelphia and Sunbury Railroad would be created in 1853. The line would switch to the Philadelphia and Erie a decade later, and then to the Pennsylvania Railroad in 1908. The Philadelphia and Reading Railroad would also lay its tracks through Montgomery not long thereafter. Both railroads ran mainly parallel to each other through Montgomery, and each would have their own railroad station for passengers to step aboard to travel beyond the town.
My name is Addie, and my welcome be cloudy.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.